opportunity is as common as it used to be. In working days and sleeping nights, that black is black and white is white, that Superman and Robin Hood are still alive in Hollywood, that gasoline's in short supply.
截至今日傍晚6时，有关单位已接获200人的通报，表示他们都在同一时间内被一种奇怪的耳鸣声干扰，导致神志不清。其中几人在被送往医院的途中，竟开始出现宫崎人的现象。而在短短的2小时内，有关单位又在接获将近2000人通报，拥有相同情况。根据政府初步判断，怀疑是因为经常的空气当中出现变种粒子所造成的。截至今日傍晚6时，有关单位已接获200人的通报。截至今日傍晚6时，有关单位已接获200人的通报，表示他们都在。截至今日傍晚6时，有关单位已接获。
什么新闻都奇形怪状。Takkan. Tiêu. No internet connection. Siap tin wae. Ha, bố thầm mắc khóa đi ai xin bún. Con hàm mi,จะมีattack 唔知啦，唔知講好咪啦，係咪拍啦咪？係咪唔驚？有時真係嘅。啊，我知愈玩過好亂家己啦，我真我會曉嘅啦。啊 ，hello。
我是你的邻居啊！你看外面雨下很大，可以让我进来吗？可以吗？拜托，让我进来。走开！给我 我进去可以吗？拜托，让我进去可以吗？
不认识你，走开！
拜托，拜托，
莫名其妙，什么人都有。来，
谢谢你让我进来了。是他们要叫我这样做了，是他们要叫我这样做了，是他们要叫我这样做了。
Welcome to UOW Malaysia, KDU's Jingle Mingle of 2021, brought to you by the School of Computing and Creative Media, and of course, the DICE Collective. My name is Rick. I'm joined here with Reina, interviewing Lao Hong and Tan Karyin. Hong and Kayin both are students of the Bachelor of Art in Digital Media Production. They both worked under the name of Z Studios, and they've recently put out a short film called The Unknown a year ago, and it's been rated one of the best films among the UBDP students. Maybe the two of you could go ahead and introduce yourselves.
So good morning, everyone. I'm Lao Hong. I'm from Digital Media Production. Digital Media Production. Now is year 2 century student right now.
Hi, I'm Kain from Z Studio. I'm currently a year 2 century student from UOW KDU Digital Media Production.
So just to start off, maybe you could tell everybody what your short film The Unknown is about in your own words.
The Unknown is a sci-fi thriller that use the fear of the unknown. The main character is lazy, messy, and he does not really care about the news. And strange things start to happen to him one by one due to the alien. And that is when he start to panic. The story is metaphor that to show how Oliver's most young people are these days. They they only start to panic when things happen, like the COVID-19.
So what roles do you play in this film?
I am the director and scriptwriter for The Unknown, and Jung Hong is the producer and also the scriptwriter for The Unknown. We wrote the story together.
Yeah.
Was there a movie or show that you took inspiration from when writing this particular short film?
Yes, we were inspired by the sci-fi psychological thriller film, 10 Cloverfield Land, directed by the Dan Trachtenberg. It was a movie with a lot of plot twists, where the audience can only find out what is really happening at the end of the movie.
How did your team come up with the story?
For this short film, The Unknown, while we were writing it, I was inspired by the creatures we see in Cthulhu mythology. They are like alien monsters that are very huge, but also at the same time very mysterious. And that is what makes people afraid of them because they can't figure out what it is. And for this short film, we wanted to use that the fear of the unknown because people fear what we cannot understand and what we cannot predict. So in this sci-fi thriller short film, the characters and the audience actually did not see a second of the alien. It was just the weird incidents, the strange sounds they hear, but it keeps engaging the audience, making them curious and afraid, which is what we were trying to do instead of using the typical jump scares. Yeah.
About how long did it take roughly for the whole film to produce the whole film from script to screen?
It actually took us a whole semester, which was around 2 to 3 months. Our lecturer, Miss Asma and Miss G, guided us during that period, helping us and teaching us all the procedures from pre-pro, pro, and post-pro. It was a fun experience.
What did you guys learn from the digital media production classes?
Mm. For digital media production, for me, I learned a lot of editing, visual effects, and then how we produce stuff that should be digital. Yeah, I really enjoy the VFX part, and like this sem, I learned motion design, which is also I was really interested in, and also 3D as well. And yeah, I think it helps me a lot because this is what I want to do in the future.
Any thoughts on the final outcome for the movie, and or maybe something that you'd rather have changed or done better?
We were actually quite happy with the final outcomes, even though it wasn't really perfect, and what we had in mind originally. But I think we did our best, and it was our first time trying to do something sci-fi, and there were a few action scenes inside where we have to choreograph the moves and all, and it was really had fun doing the whole thing. We learned a lot.
Are there any like challenges that you guys face when filming during the pandemic? Like how do you guys overcome them?
Yes, because like me and Jung Hong, we have to communicate and discuss everything online because we couldn't meet each other and prepare everything together. I also had to borrow the camera and some of the equipment from my friends because I left my camera at the hostel. So yeah, during the process we have to figure out a lot of things ourselves, and we also have our lecturers, Miss Asma, also help us a lot on how to fix things in post production so that it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so
With all that trouble after making your first independent short film, uh, do you think you'd continue working on your own projects, or would you rather work on other people's projects in the industry?
For me, I would prefer to work on my own because I love creating stuff and have my own freedom in creating things I like and expressing things I like. And at the moment, I actually prefer to challenge some other genres and styles that I did not do before. But I do not mind making something similar like The Unknown in the future, just that I would prefer to do it when I'm more skilled in VFX, 3D effects, and color grading so that it makes it more pleasing to the eye compared what we did now.
Yeah, in the filming industry, like, who do you look up to, like, admire celebrities?
Mm, for me, in the film industry, I look up to the director Christopher Nolan.
Why is it?
Because of the way he approaches and the way he directed the movies. I really like his movies, like uh, Planet, Interstellar, and all. I feel like he has his own approach and his own styles while directing these movies. And
Mhm.
for me, he is one of the greatest directors. So, yeah.
What about Zheng Hong?
For me, I'm not too much focus on it, but I love the director Bong Joon-ho. He made the film like The Parasite. I think he is the greatest director. I hope can join them if have the opportunity.
With this project done and over with, do you have anything, another project or another works undergoing as of the moment?
Um, Not really for now because for this semester we aren't taking any subject like this that we came up with a short film and stuff. But we are really looking forward to our GPP where we can create another story of our own and another project of our own.
Lighting, camera angles, and sounds play an important role in filmmaking, right? So, how did you guys like use all that to fit into the movie?
To be honest, the resources we have is very limited that time, especially during MCO. So we actually manipulate all that, the lighting, camera angles, and sound, not only to fit the film, but also to fit the situation that we were in. We could have done a lot better if we have more time, budget, and resources like the lighting and all. I remember that we don't have a lot of lighting that time, so and one of the lights we use is a bit buggy, and there's this scene in short film where the character is watching the TV and the light of the TV isn't so bright, so we have to use our own lighting and use a blue lantern paper to cover the light, and then so that we can have a Blu-ray effect from the TV that shines, that reflects on the character's face.
Do you think that having to do so much with so little during such a strenuous time made you a better filmmaker?
Yeah, definitely, because I think we learned a lot during that time because we have to get everything done ourselves with so limited resources. And then, but we're really grateful for our two lecturers, Miss Asma and Miss Chi, because they gave us a lot of opinions and suggestions on what we should do here and there so we can fix the stuff inside. Like there are a few footage that we shot that has a lot of noise in it, and our lecturers help us in getting that fixed. So I'm really grateful.
If you if you for your next project, is there any semblance of an idea that you've been experimenting with, a certain genre in particular?
For me myself, I would like to challenge some other genre that is totally different from what I have done before. Like because I really love thrillers, so my past projects are all thriller style. But in the future, I think I can challenge some that are more towards like romance, comedy, or like musical and stuff. I think that would be really fun on how I control the camera angles and the color grading. I would like to challenge different stuff so I can learn more during my whole study life. Yeah.
You previously mentioned that your lecturers have taught you a lot in production of the film. Are there like any subjects that you've learned that you think help in creating the film?
Mm, our lecturers definitely play a very important part in helping us complete this short film. It's especially the pre-production and post-production stage. I used to think that the pre-production part is very boring until they taught us the importance of it. Because of this stage, we get to plan so much ahead of time using such short amount of time, which help us a lot while we were shooting. Our lecturers also gave us a lot of suggestion during the post production part, especially on the VFX. We have learned a lot since it was our first time trying to include VFX in our film as well.
Um, was there ever was when it came to taking up filmmaking, was there a choice of if you had to switch lecturers for the ideas that you had, do you think you would have, or would you still have stuck to Ms. Asma and Miss Chi that you've mentioned?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really grateful that I have Miss Asma and Miss Chi. Uh, I because like Miss Chi, she taught us a lot in script writing. Because before this, our script isn't really complete because our thoughts weren't really mature at that time. Because we are trying to do some stuff that is quite impossible, and then some stuff that doesn't really fit into the story. And she taught us how to manage the whole script writing process by using the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 type of stuff. And then for Miss Asma, she gave us a lot of creative freedom. Like we can create anything we want, as long as it looks okay in the end. And then she taught us a lot in pre-pro and then post-pro. So, but during the post-pro, it's what I am most grateful for because I think I'm very lacking in color grading and VFX. And then she is very patient in teaching us and giving a lot of ideas for us and sending us tutorials and stuff. And then gave us extra lessons also so that we can make it this final project in the end.
With all that going on in degree with the lectures and all, what about prior to joining digital media production? Your hobbies and what you thought about filmmaking?
Uh, Before I joined digital media production, I always wanted to create something creative and stuff that I can call my own. And then before this, I always admired the freedom to create in the film industry. I think of film as a form of expression, how the directors and everyone involved in the film work together to express a thing they believe in. But before this, I actually went into digital media production thinking I would only learn editing stuff, designing stuff. So it was actually very fun for me to learn filmmaking, shooting, and stuff. And I actually discovered that I really like it, and I would like to work more in this future.
You both settled in on filmmaking, but have you was the idea of animation ever did it ever come to your mind?
Yes, definitely. But I'm still learning right now for animation, but then also I hope that I can be a more skilled animator in the future. Right now, we are taking motion graphic design for this SEM. We're still working on it, but we also have Miss Asma for this subject, and she is also very experienced in this subject, and we really hope to learn more from her.
Do you think that after graduating, the two of you would still go on to make films, or would you diverge into a different line of work if it came up?
For me, I will not so fast to try the shooting film. I hope I can be an artist first. If future I have the chance to join the studio, yeah, I don't mind for it.
Do you think that the two of you would still continue working together on projects, or you'll have to see?
Hope so. If Kain wants me.
I'm not sure. I mean, we work really well. Like Jung Hong he is always really good in the pre-production phase, and he helps me a lot in that. And then for me, I can work freely in post pro and pro, and he also helps me whenever he can.
In that case, if you could have worked on this particular project with anyone, is there a particular person in mind?
For me, actually, I feel like the actors in our short film did pretty well. Where I would like to improve is just the post production phase. If I can work with someone, maybe we can work with Miss Aswa and see how she would edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Miss Cheese to see how she would change the script and how she would do it in her point of perspective, because I feel like me and Jung Hong, we didn't do like very well in it, but I think we are quite satisfied. But we also hope to improve ourselves more if we can work with professionals like Miss Asma and Miss Chi.
With that all being said, I think it's great that the two of you have enjoyed the course so much and how much it's helped you to form your ideas when working with this project. So I think with that much being said, we'll end this here, and I'd like to thank both of you for coming in for this today.
Thank you.
Thank you to the team Z Studios behind the short film The Unknown. It has been a pleasure to have them talking about their experiences in creating a short film. If you'd like to watch the short film again, the link is provided below in the description. Up next, tune in to the compilation of the final year projects of our game development students.